Zap spells and the Fireball ability are a perfect combination. With it, you could take down so many of the major defenses on the base and the Root Riders run over the rest. This is my favorite attack strategy at TH16, and even better, you do not need a max Fireball. I do not have a max Fireball, and I'm making this work. So I'm using a level 14 Rage Gem and a level 20 Fireball, but you can do the same with a level 18 Fireball. It's just slightly less DPS, and it works great on bases like this. You see that monolith on the back end, and I'm going to get my Fireball to target that, and I'll be able to clear out that entire compartment for free. But we're not done with removing major defenses there. So I need to use 2 Earthquake for the Fireball ability. By the way, I'm also going to put a Flame Flinger down the bottom because we're going to clear out a lot of value. So I use 2 Earthquake for the Fireball, and once that's done, I'm going to get rid of a whole bunch of other major defenses on the base. And look at this, because I get rid of the Eagle, it's not going to shoot at all, and look at how much base is gone. It is ridiculous, and from here, it's just about using your heroes with the Root Riders to open the wall to take down the rest of the base. And what I love about this attack strategy is, obviously, Root Riders got the recent nerf, but I don't think it hit this army particularly hard because I don't need the Root Riders to live the whole attack. Just as long as they open up every wall and tank for my heroes are more than capable of finishing off the base. And that's kind of why I picked this exact attack here, because I'm not going to overkill this base with this attack, right? Because you can see this town hall compartment is a little brutal. But at no point during this attack do I feel like I'm going to fail. I feel like I'm in so much control with the army. So you just keep using the super barbs. As you can see, I'm sprinkling them around to kind of funnel all your heroes in. Now, I do miss this multi here, so I have to send my Royal Champion for it. By the way, I'm so sorry what's going to happen the next 30 seconds. You can see this is from my live attacking point of view, but I am flicking up and down between my Flame Flinger and my Kill Squad because I need to use the Poison spell from the Flame Flinger to deal with that defensive queen. I still do bring a Poison in this attack because every attack I'm not necessarily taking down the clan castle. But you can see it's still effective here, helping deal with the defensive queen and skeleton spells. And it looks a little hairy now, but I've still got a freeze spell. I've still got my RC ability. The fox is still up, and she's going to run through the back end of this base. Seeking Shield goes off. I have actually switched the Seeking Shield for the Hog Puppet since then, because I do love the Hog Puppet. It is so strong at the moment, but any RC equipment combination works. And look at that. Not an overkill, but a good starting point for the video. Gonna swag that freeze there, but don't worry, we're gonna get into some more overkills now because this works on every style of base. I normally don't show diamond bases on the channel, but there is an invaluable lesson I learned in this attack. I made a mistake here. I didn't quite know how the earthquakes and builder huts worked, and I doubt you do either, so make sure you stay around and watch for the major mistake I make. Now, I wanted to go for the town hall there, but with the fireball range, wasn't going to be able to get much, so I go for the Eagle, CC, and the 2 multi-archer towers here. That's still really insane value, but I do make a mistake with the CC, as you'll see in a minute. So we got the super barbs to funnel. They are so good. They're helpful for the water walk, helpful for the heroes, helpful throughout the entire attack. Now I'm just going to go for the monolith and the poison tower here. I end up using all 7 quakes because I didn't see what 1 zap was going to do. But notice I hit the CC deliberately with that quake because I figured I may as well weaken it a little bit so my fireball's more likely to take it down. But there's 2 builder huts or builders repairing the CC, and they get it back to full health. Now you need 2 earthquake plus the fireball to take down the CC. But that's assuming that they're the first 2 earthquake you put on the building. But as you can see here, the CC still has heaps of health left. And it turns out that when the builder huts repair a building back up to full health, the next 2 quakes you put on it will not do the same damage as the first quake. The total quakeable amount that can be taken off it, is I guess the best way I'm going to put it, reduces even though the building's been healed back up to full. I hope I've kind of explained that for you all, because as you know, each earthquake does less and less damage, but I figured because the CC had been repaired to full health, 28% of full health is still the same, whether it's the first quake or the second quake, but each quake does less and less damage, even if the builder huts repair it to full. So I end up having to deal with the CC there, and look at how bad we are on time. We got the Siege Barracks on the funnel. If there's no Flame Flinger value, I really like the Siege Barracks with this attack. It speeds it up. You get lots of cleanup troops. and sets an excellent funnel to set your Root Riders into the core, and then you can use your Super Barbs elsewhere on the base. So the Root Riders are coming across here. King, Queen, a lot of Root Riders. I mean, Diamonds just don't, in general, do very well versus this attack strategy. Then I send the RC to go after that Multi-Inferno you see in the middle. I'm still sitting on a Rage and a Freeze spell here, and I think I'm going to end up using them on the Royal Champion because it's her job to clear out that entire part of base. Maybe I use the Freeze, yeah. I think, yeah, there you go. I use the Freeze to help out heroes, Rage to help out the RC, and look at her. She's going to go completely through the back end. I do use the Seeking Shield, but I definitely have switched to the Hog Puppet because you get that second of invisibility, but then 9 Hogs, and yes, Hogs can die if there's a lot of giant bombs in the area, but it's even worth it nearly just for that 1 second of invisibility. Queen ability goes off, and this is where the Super Barbs are really good because they're quick at cleaning up the base, and we are just gonna get this. So I hope you learned that if you're gonna do your Zap spells before you do the Fireball, make sure your Quake spell does not touch any of the buildings you plan to get with your Fireball, otherwise your Fireball's not going to work. So I'll repeat that. Do the Fireball first, then the Zap second if you want to be 100% safe. Now we have a War attack. This is on a box base again, but this right here is the approach I'm really liking on box spaces. So you saw earlier in the video, I took down a box space by going after the back end, but honestly, I really like going after town halls on box spaces because a lot of boxes are not ready for this, and you can use the Flame Flinger to either get the town hall or on the funnel. So I'm going to use the Flame Flinger on the funnel here. Its job is to clear out the entire bottom area of the base, and have a look at this. I'm going to Warden Walk the town hall here without pulling the defensive CC. So we have the Frosty. Now the Frosty can be bad if it's going to pull the CC. Notice the Frosty pulls a couple of troops there, which is a little bit unfortunate. But if you're in Legends, you obviously don't get to pick. But if you're in War, you might want to use the Owl instead. And look at that. The Fireball gets rid of the defensive Queen as well. Now my Flame Flinger has the freest ride on the bottom side of the base. I'm going to Warden Walk the Town Hall. Now we Zap Quake the core, get rid of the Eagle. I missed the Poison Tower, which is a pretty bad miss. But look, you can Warden Walk the Town Hall with no spells, and then we're going to go in on the top side of the base. And I'm telling you, 9 out of 10 boxes are not ready for you to Fireball the Town Hall. Now, if you don't want to Warden Walk the Town Hall, you can Flame Flinger it instead. I've found that to be a good way of taking these bases down as well, because if there's an Invis Tower behind the Town Hall, the Fireball will take it down and the Flame Flinger can get rid of the rest. Or if there's a... Or if the Town Hall's obviously not activated, the Fireball can do that. So there are so many ways that the Fireball can completely open up box spaces because they're not ready for it at all. And this is wrecked. I mean, you can all see this at this point. There's no Eagle on the base. There's not really anything left on the base. We've got the Raged Healers as well, and they're doing a good job of keeping the Root Riders alive. The King ability is still there. The Queen and RC ability is still there. The Flame Flinger hasn't opened yet. It's taking so much base. I mean, the base builders are not going to try and stop the Fireball because it's not the most pressing attack strategy in the game at the moment. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it, and even better, as I'm going to keep saying, I am doing this with the ability level at level 18. So if you have it max, you can save 1 Quake. That's the thing. If you're going to max it out, you're going to make this army even stronger. But you've seen a few attacks from the live POV. Let's do a full-on live CWL attack. Zap Fireball Root Rider in the Clan War Leagues. This is 1 hit, and it's a pretty tough little double Rage Tower ring base. Let's see if we can take it down. So we are going to be using the Siege Barracks. Now, I want to get the Zaps done first. I'm going to make sure not to damage any of the buildings that I plan on fireballing, though. We talked about that earlier in the video. So let's go. Oh, I tried to get the sweeper as well. That's a shame. That's okay, though. Now, I am running the Diggy. That was dumb. I definitely should not be running the Diggy. I should be running the Frosty. But I don't know about you guys, but I find it really difficult just when I'm switching between attack strategies. I have to change whether the Warden's on air or ground, whether the... Like, I have to change so much. Equipment combinations, pet combinations, Warden stuff. It is... I wish there was some default settings for each army. Now, as soon as this is done, I'm pretty sure we can do this. Kill the Queen as well. Beautiful, and look at all that. Wait, no, Warden. Surely that... Okay, that was so lucky. That could have gone very badly. I'm going to funnel that and that. Okay. Come on, Root Riders. Beat through the wall. Help my king out. There we go. Oh, one of the Peckers is coming back. Not exactly what I wanted, but I'm not going to complain. Now we have the CC coming out. Now, I could have fireballed the other side and I would have got the CC, but I didn't like water walking that side as much. Hopefully I can get like a healers, more healers. In saying that, they're doing a good job. Where's my queen? Okay, she's chilling here. Now, my Valks, or what did I have in my CC? Was my CC empty? I can't see anything that's come out of my CC. Nah, there's a bunch of Valks in there. I'm lying. I just got to save my king ability as long as possible, because if I can use it for the back-end monolith, then there's nothing left on the base. And this is this strategy, right? The Root Raiders die quickly, but it just doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. As long as you can save your hero abilities. Look at that. The king goes through the base like it's nothing. And that is a 3-star. Yet again, I keep talking about it. If you take out both the Rage Towers on the base at Town Hall 16, there's really not a lot of DPS. Even if there's a defensive CC and a Town Hall and a Monolith, can't really do much against the overwhelming presence of this army. Now, I am going to switch this army, and maybe I'll do a video in the future of it, where I drop 1 Root Rider, 4 Super Barbs, and I'm going to bring 5 Valks, and see if the Valks can add some DPS to improve this army. If you'd like to see more videos with this army, do let me know, but that is it for today. If you want to see me in Worlds competing, that is tomorrow's video.